Summertime brings back memories of camp. As a young boy, all my friends went to a beautiful wooded summer camp where they swam, shot arrows, and frolicked. Being highly allergic to frolic, I was sent to strategy camp instead. One night, around a bonfire roasting spinach and tofu on sticks, the strategist and training camp counselor, wearing a tan short-sleeved dress shirt, plaid shorts, black socks, and cordovan wingtips, told us this scary story. Years ago, two managers were hiking in these very same woods when they became lost. Night settled in and they wandered aimlessly from one project to the next with no awareness of what was the key driver of their business strategy's success. Suddenly, they heard a strange noise coming from the forest around them. It was the sound of customers' voices, but they paid no attention because they didn't want to go through the hassle of updating their plan. Gripped with the fear of having no strategic direction, the two managers frantically leafed through their 65-slide PowerPoint deck in search of a way out. But in the pages of 8-point Arial font and clip art, there was no mention of the core competencies and capabilities that could have saved their strategy from impending doom. Their screams were eventually drowned out as they were buried alive by the laundry list of strategic objectives, critical success factors, and tactics that looked good on paper but had no real effect on their long-term success. Needless to say, after that terrifying tale, I couldn't do a good SWOT analysis for a week. However, it did drill into me the importance of understanding just what drives our strategies. We often spend so much time working through a market analysis, goals, objectives, strategies, tactics, and metrics that we lose sight of exactly what will make or break our strategy. A 10-year study of 103 companies with at least $1 billion in enterprise value showed that strategic blunders were the cause of the greatest loss of shareholder value an astonishing 81% of the time. As strategy is how we're going to achieve goals and objectives, core competencies and capabilities are what will drive our ability to successfully fulfill strategy's potential. Let's take a closer look at these two critical concepts. Core competencies. A core competency is a primary area of expertise. It's your collective learnings built on knowledge and skills that lead to differentiated value for your customers and competitive advantage for you. One of the reasons companies lack competitive advantage is because they don't have a core competency. If a core competency hasn't been identified and developed, the resulting lack of resource focus ensures middle-of-the-road products and services. Consider your group. What's your core competency or area of expertise? Simply put, a core competency is what you know. Common examples of core competencies include Honda's engine design, McDonald's food delivery system, and Canon's optics and imaging. Keep in mind that a core competency isn't just something that you know pretty well. It's competitively important knowledge embedded in a group that results in the ability to develop and execute to a world-class standard. Sounds daunting, doesn't it? While we may not currently have a core competency that produces that level of excellence, wouldn't it be productive to talk about what it could be and work on building to that summit? Strategy camp questions. Number one, what are your areas of knowledge and skills that your group possesses? Number two, are there any of these areas currently best in industry? Number three, which of these areas produces the greatest differentiated value for customers? Capabilities. Often confused with core competencies is the term capabilities. Capabilities refer to the competitively relevant activities performed with key resources. They are the purposeful configuration of your resources through activities designated to drive your strategy's success. Simply put, capabilities are what you do with what you have. Common examples of capabilities include Walmart's point of sales data analytics, eBay's alignment between software developers and marketers, and Nike's brand management. When attempting to identify capabilities, it's easy to fall into the trap of listing a bunch of stuff that you do until you have 79 capabilities. Keep in mind that capabilities are the competitively relevant activities, the ones that use resources in a way that creates unique value for internal or external customers. Strategy camp questions. Number one, what are your group's top 3 capabilities? Number two, what evidence supports these as being the top 3 capabilities? And number 3, what are the top 3 capabilities of your most dangerous competitor? Any discussion of strategy must first begin with an honest assessment of your core competencies and capabilities. Does everyone in your group understand what the core competencies and capabilities are and how they contribute to your evolution? If not, your group may find itself lost in the managerial woods with no map, no flashlight, and a funny-looking rash. Better get that checked. To explore more than 200 resources to develop your strategic thinking and planning capabilities, visit strategyskills.com.